to evaluate this limit, and all limits rather, we like to try substitution first. So substitution would yield 0 times the cosecant of 2 times 0 divided by the cosine of 5 times 0. And you might initially think this is good news because cosine of 0 in the denominator is 1. That means we're not dividing by 0. Then when you try to take the cosecant of 0, you get an explosion. The cosecant of 0 does not exist. So that means substitution doesn't work. We're going to have to try something else. If we can use the squeeze theorem, the limit that we derived from the squeeze theorem, the limit as theta approaches 0 of the sine of theta over theta is 1, maybe we can expose this limit. So let's try to rewrite the function, the limit as x goes to 0. Let's break up the parts. This is x times the cosecant of 2x times 1 over the cosine of 5x. Those are the three elements, the three parts of the function that we're trying to take the limit of. Cosecant is 1 over sine, so that's where the sine shows up that we'll try to eliminate. X goes to 0, x cosecant 1 over the sine of 2x times 1 over the cosine of 5x. It's no problem to take the limit of cosine of 5x as x goes to 0. The problem shows up when we're trying to take the limit as sine 2x as x goes to 0. That's where we get a 0 in the denominator and we cannot evaluate the limit. So if we find out what we need to apply the limit theorem, we can put it there and then also take it out and maybe we can evaluate. So the argument of sine is 2x. That means that we need a 2x in the numerator. But that 2x isn't free. We also have to take it out of the numerator. So we'd also want to divide by 2x. You can do that in another fraction, or you could have done it in the same fraction. That way I'm not changing the argument of the limit. What I have now, though, is the limit as x goes to 0 of x times 1 because of the theorem. All that 2x over sine 2x as x goes to 0 is 1, times 1 over the cosine of 5x times 1 over 2x. Now we can evaluate this limit with substitution. It's the limit as x goes to 0. One more simplification before we go too far. X on top and x on the bottom can cancel, so that's just 1 over 2 cosines of 5x. And now we can make substitution. You could have done it earlier if you saw it, but I just want to simplify it up a little bit for you and not be too messy. So that's 1 over 2 times the cosine of 0 by substitution is 1 over 2 for the limit of this function.